going on, guys? Y'all sent me a video, which is like Hunter Avallone reacting to himself. He had the nerve to use one of my favorite animes, Hunter x Hunter, right? And try to like make that his name. It's so horrible. This is trash. But let's laugh. You know what I mean? It's corny versus corny. Dumb and dumb. All right? No Jim Carrey. Let's check this out. Hit the like button. Share the video. Drop some comments. You can put multiple comments, man. You could put multiple comments while you're watching. Right? I'm going to check them. Make sure the audio is good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of your favorite anime, Hunter x Hunter. The series in which I review some of my old, cringy conservative content and debunk it. Thoroughly enough
Why
so
is
that
this nigga volume so damn low?
people who still are harping on and on about how, where's the
This
old
is crazy.
Hunter? Hunter used to be so based or something like this. Hopefully they see this and they realize I was not in fact based. I was actually just stupid. And if you think I was based, odds are you're probably still stupid. This video was posted June 17th of 2016. Wow, almost 1 million views.
Just talking about
It's
his
called
fans like that.
Cringy Onision fails at
He just sitting there talking about his own supporters like that. That's crazy. Ain't unlisted this video? I should find this whole video and react to it my damn self. Hey, if anybody wanted me to react to the whole video, get me that link. I just noticed my face was over his face. I should make my picture bigger so you don't see his face at all, actually. Nah, give me a second. Let me just move my cam. Right there, that's good.
at feminism. And keep in mind that I don't think we're going to be going through this video defending Onision because Onision is a cringy piece of shit regardless. But I probably will be able to offer far better rebuttals to the things I'm saying and be able to phrase Onision's pathetic arguments in a way that's much more digestible.
What's up, guys? Hunter Avallone here. Don't forget to subscribe for new videos every Friday.
Yeah, don't forget everybody to subscribe for new videos every day now.
Ooh. Wish you wouldn't do them at all, actually.
Sometimes people compare me to Onision. I mean, I know our videos can be somewhat similar, and I guess we are both like sarcastic, and our voices even sound a little bit alike. But I mean, come on, guys. I'm not an annoying.
He used to get compared to Onision? Nigga, that's not something. That's not something you should be telling people in public. That is crazy. That is nasty. He's countering his Onision video. This sounds wild. This sounds really crazy.
Over-emotional little retard, okay?
I did actually hate being compared to Onision back in the day because Onision was pretty insufferable. But at the same time, I was kind of kidding myself when I would get frustrated with that because a lot of my edgy humor, especially with the edgy skits that I was doing early on, I was inspired by Onision, by a lot of his.
Cool. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. This nigga just admitted to being a day one Onision fan. Holy smokes. Wait, let me write this. I gotta take a note down real quick. I gotta make a note because I want to make sure I don't forget. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Why are you admitting this in public? Is what y'all said. I think he about to defend Onision. I think he about to defend this nigga's a nasty. He nasty. Oh yeah, he's filthy. This nigga said he inspired by Onision. That explains so much. The debating tactics, the same debate style. Oh my gosh.
Earlier edgy stuff. Same thing with like Smosh and things like this. But yeah, I used to get so butthurt about that.
Fun fact, me and Onision have the same birthday. So today this little doesn't have...
This nigga's a fan. My bad, I'm pausing a lot. So he's an Onision fan. He's inspired by Onision, and they got the same birthday. This is crazy.
Have his panties in a wad. He appears to be wearing them on his face. And he's gonna tell us all about why we need feminism. I mean, let's take it from Onision, right? The guy who's been through several divorces, including his most recent one because he cheated on his wife. Yeah, he knows a lot about treating women.
Hunter was never good. Like, he's always been trash. Like, is the script in front of him? It sounds like he's reading it. Oh my gosh, this is bad.
Grab your cup of bleach. You're really...
I mean, that's funny little insult there, sure, but that could very well be written off as an ad hom attack. Simply being like, oh, well, this guy doesn't know how to treat women right. So that literally doesn't mean that his general opinion on feminism is necessarily incorrect.
Oh, this nigga's defending Onision.
Is not nearly enough to invalidate somebody's entire argument. Now, it's a funny side point. I would certainly still make this kind of a point now. Like, this person doesn't know anything, and even if he did, why should we really listen to him? Because he doesn't seem to be living an example. I would probably phrase it that way, but I certainly wouldn't make it seem as though, well, because he has this past of mistreating women, that means by default, his position on feminism must therefore be wrong.
If you are an anti-feminist, you might want to click away from this video because you're about to get decimated.
Ooh, I'm scared now.
Oh
Feminism is the advocacy of women's rights on the grounds of political, social, and economic equality to men.
Guys,
just because he treats women horribly doesn't mean he's not a feminist. Just because you use your girlfriend as a human shield doesn't mean that you're not a brave man. This is crazy.
Onision just gave us the dictionary definition. I'm convinced.
Keyword equality. Now, the reason I have to point this out is because people say egalitarianism is better than feminism, even though it's basically the same thing. They both call for equal rights.
No, they are not basically the same thing. Their dictionary definition may be kind of similar, but egalitarians actually believe and act on equality, where feminism just makes everything into a sexist issue, or just hates on men.
Source, bro? Even if there was a large portion of feminists that deliberately attacked men, shat on men, and misrepresented the overall movement's goals, that doesn't invalidate the movement. Sorry. Again, I am absolutely not defending Onision. He's a goddamn fool. Yes, you are. But my response to him is also really foolish so far. And I think the key word here that Onision also missed, because like I said, he's an idiot. Feminism is defined as the advocacy of women's rights on the ground of political, social, and economic equality to men. The key word here is social. The advocacy of women's rights on the grounds of social equality to men. Right now, women have mostly the same political and economic equality to men. When it comes to social standards, that is absolutely not true. And because there still exists a social subconscious bias against women, that then manifests in economic inequality. That's what that...
Right, because there's no social bias towards men at all. Not within the court systems, family court, just in day-to-day life. Nah. Not at all. There's no bias towards men. What world is this nigga living in? There's bias towards everybody. Everybody got a bias. Everybody got a privilege.
Unlike myself back then, I will give you all a source here. Here is a really interesting study that found mothers were recommended a 7.9% lower starting salary than non-mothers, which is 8.6% lower than the recommended starting salary for fathers. Among men, the trend is reversed, and fathers were offered a significantly higher starting salary than childless men. So again, there's a subconscious bias. Women are supposed to be the caretakers. Therefore, if she has kids, she's going to be too...
Research whose document is this, nigga? This is literally on your Microsoft Word. You just open up. What is it? He just copy and paste some shit. Where's these stats from? And I don't care either. But fam, that's crazy. This nigga just typed some words and was like, research.
Preoccupied.
But what is this? What? I thought he was gonna bring us like the link or something. This is just him copying and pasting.
Filling her womanly role. She might not be as good at her job or available to come in as much. Therefore, we're going to offer her less money. Now, because of the social
so
inequality,
stupid.
the social preconceived bias about women, about mothers, that is now manifesting in economic
he thinks women can protect men the
inequality.
same.
So that's what needs to be remembered here, is that there has been largely economic and political equality established for women in America. For the most part, of course. You can't just say, like, I'm not going to hire you because you're a girl, or I'm not paying you this much because you're a woman, or obviously there's not, that kind of shit isn't allowed anymore. However, there are still absolutely social issues that then manifest as very real world barriers for women and mothers everywhere.
That they're basically the same thing. You guys can't get over the fact that it starts out with fem, as in female. The word defined starts with fem. For some reason, your brain just turns off after that point.
Oh, right. People who oppose feminism are just a bunch of sexists, cause we're all hung up on the fem part. No, boy. I'm against feminism because it's a waste of time. Women in first world countries have equal rights. So now feminism is left to find some—
Which equal rights do they have, Mr. Young Hunter Boy? They might have equal economic rights generally and equal political rights generally. What about social rights? There are absolutely still social issues and social barriers. That's also why it's so important
This is crazy.
to have a more nuanced view of—
They might be able to do whatever you could do. It might be no, in any way, shape, or form, points that say that they have any kind of like non-equality. But let's just act like there is, though. That's socially, nigga, get out of here with that.
feminism, and also why I believe
Yeah, I'm
it's
not
so
with that
easy
feminist-ish
to hate feminism
any way,
nowadays.
shape, or form.
Because earlier waves of feminism, it was very easy to
He
get
do
on
need
board
to
with
stop
that.
drinking soy
Hey,
milk.
they're
What's up,
saying
William? How
because
you
you're a
doing?
woman, you can't vote. Well, I want to be able to vote as a woman, so women should be able to vote. It's
You can
very
vote, huh?
easy. It's textbook. It's black and white, whatever. It's very easy.
Hunter, you vote. You ain't telling me women can't vote and you vote all the time, nigga. Like, I don't want to hear that.
To see, like, okay,
Come on,
they don't
bro.
have this right. They should have
You
this
vote.
right. Let's get them this right. Now we're kind of
Women
past
can
that.
vote.
Now we're talking about social attitudes. Now we're talking about subconscious biases against women and how those manifest in real world, or how they manifest as real world discrimination.
So now feminism is left to find some way that women are oppressed while ignoring women in other countries who actually are oppressed.
This is the definition.
That's literally just whataboutism. I hate this argument, by the way.
Wow.
This is the,
It
Dad,
wasn't an
I
argument.
haven't eaten since lunch. I'm really hungry. Can I please have some food now? Shut up, Timmy. There are starving kids in Africa who haven't eaten in 3 days. Does the knowledge of somebody's suffering make your suffering suddenly not feel bad anymore?
Yes.
Of course not. If anything, it just makes you feel even worse.
No, it's
Now
because
you're
you're
like,
weak.
well, damn, I feel bad for myself because I'm hungry. But yeah, I must be a selfish sack of shit compared to everyone else that can apparently go 3+ days compared to these other countries where they're starving. How selfish am I?
You'd be
It's
all
the
right.
exact same kind of thought process that I just did there. With the, well, there are women oppressed in other countries. Okay. Apply that logic to anything else. Hey, how come everybody's fighting so much to cure cancer in America? You know, there's even more cancer spreading elsewhere, right? Like, it doesn't mean that what they're fighting for is invalid. So again, because there are still
Yo.
social inequalities that exist.
The most hilarious thing about this is he just explained the reason why people would think Black Lives Matter should exist. That is so hilarious, bro. I don't know if he realizes that, but that's what he just did. Just because we're saying only Black people's lives matter doesn't mean we're negating the other stuff. We're just highlighting and only focusing on Black. It sounds dumb as hell, bro. You can wear an All Lives Matter shirt if you want to. It's not disrespectful to Black Lives Matter. Right? It's like the same thing that he's saying is the opposite. Well, everything he's saying sounds like it's really, in all honesty, based in just feelings. Just hurt feelings and emotions.
Exist in this country for women, that means there are still issues that need to be talked about. So trying to just distract by being like, well, things are worse over here. Okay, we're not over there. We're right fucking here. So we're going to advocate to make right here better.
And the main argument people have against it is that feminists do not follow this definition. So I ran a poll, and over 1,000 people voted. 69% of feminists believe that women are equal to men.
Yep, I've been.
That's a fucking bad argument, though, for Onision.
Nigga,
Yep,
you just used Microsoft Word. Hold up. That was crazy. I want to make sure I got to the mic to mute it before I coughed. I hate coughing in the mic. Pause. But you just use Microsoft Word. I don't think we should be using your judgment with what's a good argument or not, in all honesty. But both of these guys are whack chops. I think that Hunter's a Luna. Let me not call him a lunatic. We call him a nutbag. Right? A loser. We call him a clown that can't think for himself. A fake feminist, even though feminists or feminism in general shouldn't really exist in today's day and time. I don't even think old school feminists like these new school feminists, if I'm just being honest. Right? I think that's dumb as hell. But what do you expect? Right? That's a dumbass talking point, dumbass philosophy for today's day and age. Right? Being delivered by a simpleton. Can't really expect anything less.
This big poll is biased and wrong on
How come that sounded so sexual? I've been decimated.
So many levels. First off, you polled your own Twitter followers, so of course they're gonna vote in your favor. The majority of them follow you because they agree with what you have to say. I ran a poll on my own account and the majority voted that feminists want to be superior. It's so easy to get the results you're looking for when you're conducting your own research. Secondly, 15% of feminists voted that they want to be superior.
Yo, not him debunking all woke people that pull up random research that actually fits exactly what he just said. That fits exactly what he just, which is why I hate when people bring up random stats, right? You bring up a random stat. I need to know the full details of the stat before I believe that it's official. You know what I mean? Before I believe that it's a real stat. Like before I believe that it's true. A lot of people would just take a random ass drink. They look up whatever, especially Hunter. Look up whatever fits their narrative. Pull that up. Put it in his Microsoft Word. Look at these statistics. But then literally debunk that whole thing. This is funny. I'm so glad you guys sent this to me. Sorry, I'm off camera for a second. I'm trying to finish rolling this. But I'm so glad you guys sent this to me. This is hilarious. This is comedy gold. He really sitting here debunking himself. Old school Hunter is debunking new Hunter, and that's hilarious to me. I need to clip that and play that every time he starts bringing up random ass facts. I guess you could say what the wokies would like to think are facts. Hey, what's up, Harley? How you doing? How are you?
I mean, come on, man. You're already so biased. You could have just, like, edited that little part out.
How is Hunter's voice not deepened at all? My voice is absolutely deepened. Yep.
Ew. No, your voice got lighter, actually.
But, like, that's still honestly a fair criticism of Onision. Like, that's very clearly not
What's up,
an
Harley? How you doing?
honest or unbiased sample that he's pulling from. So it's just a ridiculous
Yeah, I don't be
approach
trusting
to be
these, like,
well, here's my own
random
poll.
ass
Like,
stats.
so
Well, the mass majority of feminists follow the definition of feminism.
Well, I know you aren't that smart, but 1,201 people are not the mass majority of feminists.
And your main argument against feminism is that feminists don't fit the definition. Your problem is you prioritize your closed-minded personal experiences over the truth.
Sorry, Onision, but believing your little poll actually proves any point at all kind of makes you a little bit closed-minded.
You say feminism is not needed.
that's not really a very fair response to his argument, as shitty as it was. What he's getting at, obviously, is that a lot of people who are against feminism are close-minded, and rather than recognizing what the overall movement aims to achieve, they simply gauge off of their own small little window of experience. Well, I once met a feminist and she said she didn't like men. Feminism is bad. That's a retarded approach to take. Obviously.
How different is that than you hurt my feelings, so you're wrong? How different is that from all the other woke stuff you do on a regular basis?
But again, Onision cannot phrase anything right to save his life. He's a piece of shit, and there's a reason why he completely fell off. But like, it's just very odd to me. It seems my critical thinking skills then, or even my...
Like I said, there's a reason why he fell off. Why you fall off? Y'all get the same numbers, Chief. Yeah, you and Onision do quite similar.
Listening skills were not that great.
You say feminism is not needed in the Western world. This is one explanation of what the Western world is. And here's a map if that wasn't clear enough. We're talking Australia, Canada, United States, UK, etc. Speaking of UK, according to this, women still cannot serve on the front lines. That is not equality, and that calls for feminism.
Give me a break. That doesn't call for feminism at all. Let's go by your own logic.
That's not equality. The military would probably bust our eyes. Bunch strong ass soldiers over there is what that sound like. Like a bunch of strong ass soldiers. What country did he say? Oh, it was bird myself. He said, what country? I want to actually look at them. Strong ass damn country. What is it? So strong ass military, I was just saying.
Wasn't clear enough. We're talking Australia, Canada, United States, UK, etc. Speaking of UK, according to this, women still cannot serve on the front lines. That is not equality, and that calls for...
Strong ass military, I know that. I don't see them soldiers struggling for a takedown. You ever see, like, you know what, we gonna get into that. That's a different video.
Brand of political, social, and
I gotta watch some of these damn training videos
now.
Now,
since you believe this definition still stands for what feminism is, the answer should be really simple to you. Fighting on the front lines is not a political, social, or economic right. It's not.
And shout out to my mama. She's
fine, but I'm doing it backwards. Fighting in the military or whatever, or the front lines or whatever, that's not a right. However, your right to a fair tryout is still something to be considered. You do have a right to at least be given a chance and not rejected on the basis of the fact that you're a woman. It's not so much about what it is they're trying to do. It's the fact that they're being prevented from doing something on the grounds of you are a woman.
Nah, that's a lot. I said it in chat. Not all women could be Black Widow. That's a fact. You ever see like a female officer trying to stop somebody by herself? Just look that shit up. That should be looking crazy. I've seen some footage. Female officer with her tiny self. She's trying to stop this nigga. She's swinging all over the place. Screaming for help from her partner. Come on, bro. Yeah, call a spade a spade. I'm not for equality. I don't want to be sent out. I'm good. Respect. No, fist bump. Fist bump. Psh. Keeping it real. I think a lot of like feminists, all of these new feminists, they don't understand that, right? Or they just talking out the behind, right? They say that equality-ish, right? But then if they're like, all right, get your ass in there. We're about to go to war. Then it's, I think, you know what? Being in the kitchen ain't that bad. I'm joking. I'm joking with the kitchen part. But yes, the whole equality thing, I think that's crazy. Men and women are not equals, right? In a bunch of different factors, especially strength. Just me personally, I just think if you had to tell me, yo, somebody's going to try to get you, you got to select a military soldier to protect you. You picking Captain America or you picking Gal Gadot? I think that's her name from Wonder Woman. As fine as she is, I'm going to go with Captain America. I think he'll have a better chance of defending me. How you did the fist bump. Then you gotta do the explode. Like Moose from Step Up. Only a few people gonna get that reference. But yeah. That whole equality thing sounds crazy.
That's the issue there.
Not a right at all. Now, I know facts can be a little bit scary, but men are scientifically
maybe I'm old
proven
school.
to be physically stronger than women.
This doesn't sound like anything women can't do, and it doesn't
I
sound
walk
like
on the
anything that would be
outside of
based on
the
strength. You're not like going out in the middle of the
sidewalk.
fucking desert and fist fighting the enemy. Warfare has always been challenging, but rapid advances in technology in recent decades mean that the battlefield has never been more complex and unpredictable. To succeed, armed forces need to understand the challenges and find solutions that simplify the task of the soldier. This is what I'm talking about now, where I say because of advancing technology, the military is far more reliant on innovation. That is far more important and the number one most important thing for the military right now. It's not about how strong.
Okay, totally spies. What world is this nigga living in? That's supposed to equate, nigga? Shut up with that. Like, that sounds so crazy. That sounds so crazy, nigga. What kind of technology niggas got? A bionic suit, nigga? Like, we have exoskeletons? Bunch of female robots walking around, nigga?
The guy is who's driving the truck
like a video game?
on the front lines of the war is. That's not what it's about. It's about how efficient you can be, how quick you can be, how much you can multitask, how complex you can be.
And that is why he hid behind his girlfriend. When that home invader came in, he was like, you be a strong woman, defend me.
How much you can deal with this complex technology. And these are all things that women are perfectly capable of. So the notion that, well, cause men are stronger, that's why women aren't allowed in the front lines. Front lines of the military no longer rely on just brute strength to bar women from even applying
front lines. That's why he used his girlfriend as a human shield. He wanted her on the front line. He's thinking with his vagina. My bad. My bad. My bad. I'm gonna get canceled again.
On the grounds of you
Number
are
972.
That is the discrimination. Oh, look, here's a little website about some 8 myths about women on the military front line. Women are physically inferior to men. Now, putting that aside, advances in military equipment such as exoskeleton suits are being developed to reduce the effort spent by soldiers while increasing the amount of weight they.
I was joking. Yo, no lie. I really gotta start a psychic service. I have to. The way I be predicting these things is crazy. Exoskeletons? I was joking when I said that. Hey, what's up, Dusty Hat? How you doing?
They can carry and the distance they can cover. This will soon make physical inferiority regardless of sex a moot point.
Apparently, some people have tried to oppress women by implying men should pay less for healthcare than women.
Come on, Onision. I'm a conservative, and not even I trust Fox News. One guy's expert, strange opinion is not an excuse for feminism. Society as a whole doesn't think this way or agree with this guy. And honestly, the fact that society as a whole doesn't agree with this guy's notion kind of proves that we don't need feminism.
Another example of
But where's my evidence that society doesn't agree with that notion? Good to know I didn't like Fox News back then, though.
why we in the Western world need feminism.
Oh, now how's this for bias? In the Western world, men don't have to worry about being catcalled, harassed, or in danger. Is this article from...
Actually, it's true that men are more likely to be maybe in violent,
love the name, by the way,
altercations. However, women are far more likely to be
love the name.
Women are far more likely to be harassed. Women are far more likely to be catcalled. Women face certain unique dangers, and that's what this is obviously talking about. But again, rather than me in my young age, reviewing this with any kind of nuance. I instead did nothing but just find everything wrong with it and then twist it in bad faith and criticize it for no reason.
Okay, it's unsafe for everybody out here in these streets. Yo, I ain't gonna tell y'all the fly I seen out of there. Men getting grabbed up too, boy. Gotta stay safe. Everybody. Know what I mean? It's crazy out here.
Men are statistically proven to be more at risk of a violent crime.
That's because men are involved in more violent crimes, but women are far more likely to be victimized by rape and sexual assault.
So yeah, I'd say men do have to worry about being in danger.
Most men don't report it. I hate to see. That's the thing about stats, bro. It doesn't hold for account of full information. Most men that happened to are too embarrassed or like they feel like they're emasculated to report that. You ever seen Baby Reindeer? It's a crazy damn Netflix series that's based on true events. I suggest people watch it because it exposes a lot, but it's like a horror movie.
Also, this is not a gendered issue. This is an issue that affects both male and female.
The U.S.
Again, the issues of violence can affect both men and women, but how those issues affect them are going to be different. How men are affected by violence is different from how women are affected by violence. It's unfortunate, it's wrong, and it's what needs to be brought more attention. Like, more people need to know about this, or it's what needs to be continued to be talked about until
this is why men don't talk about it.
Again, it doesn't mean that women are the only ones suffering. It doesn't mean it's
only time they cry for you is at your funeral.
Ever affects women, but it does disproportionately affect women. And again, that plays into the social aspect of feminism, because a lot of attitudes we have nowadays reinforce the notion that women are objects for men's own satisfaction. Even the general dating.
Right, because women never use men for their satisfaction. This guy's crazy. I'm telling you, he's proving the bias that's against men. The tip fell out. That's crazy. There you go. But yeah, he's proving the bias towards men. All the things that men go through, it gets discounted, as if it doesn't happen. People get used. It's not only men, it's not only women, people get used. It's just that men are less likely to speak about certain cases due to certain reasons based on society. And he's talking about the society standards for women. What about the society standards for men? We can't cry. We can't complain. Right? That's up to we are conditioned to just have to deal with that shit. Right? And it just is what it is. So when I hear certain things like that, it just sounds crazy to me. That was a good series. Yeah, facts. It was crazy. It blew my mind. Watch that. I highly recommend it, guys. Baby Reindeer.